What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Rami Malek, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, April 30th, 2019, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Warner Bros. Announced Monday that the third film in its Harry Potter prequel series, Fantastic Beasts, will arrive in theaters on November 12, 2021. Harry Potter creator and author J.K. Rowling penned the first two Fantastic Beasts films, which were directed by David Yates. Fantastic Beasts 3 is a part of a planned 5-film series. Production on the third installment is expected to begin in the spring of 2020. Warner Bros. Pictures Group Chairman Toby Emmerich said in a statement, "We're incredibly excited about and have confidence in the Fantastic Beasts series. We all believe this release date will give the filmmakers time and space to allow their artistry to truly flourish and deliver the best possible film to our fans. Fantastic Beasts, which follows the adventures of Newt Scamander, played by Eddie Redmayne, and his friends Tina Goldstein, played by Catherine Waterston, Jacob Kowalski, played by Dan Folger, and Queenie Goldstein, played by Alison Sadal, takes place decades before the events of the Harry Potter series. The second film, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which hit theaters in November, featured Jude Law portraying a younger Albus Dumbledore as he recruited Newt to take down the Dark Wizard Grindelwald, played by Johnny Depp. Ursula Miller's Credence Barebone also played a pivotal role in the film. Dumbledore goes on to become the headmaster of the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry that is attended by Harry Potter. Rowling said about the Fantastic Beasts series in September, "These movies are largely about how Dumbledore became Dumbledore." Oscar-winning actor Rami Malek says he expects to grieve when his psychological drama Mr. Robot ends with its 4th season this year. USA Network announced in August that the show will not return for season 5. Malek said at a Tribeca Film Festival panel discussion on Sunday, "Mr. Robot has been the greatest experience with the greatest people, and I will be so sad when it's over." Sitting beside Malek at the event in New York were show's creator Sam Esmail and co-stars Christian Slater and Carrie Chalkin. Ismail said of the cybersecurity expert turned revolutionary that Malek plays, "There's a lot of anxiety around what's going on in the world right now. I think Elliot tapped into that." He says the final season of Mr. Robot is one very long Christmas special. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight at the film festival, Malek says he thinks playing Elliot helped him land his Oscar-winning role in the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. Malek says, "This seemed to propel me into a different space. I would have gotten the role of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody if it wasn't for this show." American Idol Season 8 runner-up Adam Lambert returned to the singing competition Sunday night to mentor the Season 17 contenders as they took turns singing Queen's classic rock anthems. Lambert has been termed with the surviving members of Queen in recent years. Freddie Mercury died in 1991 at the age of 45. ABC will air a 2-hour documentary Monday night. The show must go on, the Queen plus Adam Lambert's story. Boyz N the Hood director John Singleton died Monday, 12 days after having a stroke in Los Angeles. His family announced he was 51. The filmmaker died hours after his family announced plans to remove him from life support at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. His family said in a statement, "We are sad to relay that John Singleton has died. John passed away peacefully, surrounded by his family and friends. We want to thank the amazing doctors at Cedars-Sinai Hospital for their expert care and kindness, as we again want to thank all of John's fans, friends, and colleagues for all the love and support they showed him during this difficult time." Singleton was hospitalized April 17th when he began experiencing leg weakness on a long flight. He was non-responsive and in a medically induced coma before his family removed life support. The Hollywood Reporter says Singleton's mother, Sheila Ward, recently applied for temporary compensationship on his behalf. Singleton was the first black and youngest filmmaker to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Director in 1991 for Boyz N the Hood. Singleton's other credits include the films Abduction, Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, Too Fast, Too Furious, and Shaft, as well as the TV series Snowfall, which was recently renewed for a third season. Regina King, who starred in 3 of Singleton's 1990 movies, mourned his death on Instagram, sharing a photo of the two together. She wrote, "Rest in power, my friend, one of the greatest to ever do it. Thank you, God, for blessing us with this gift better known as John Singleton. Having trouble finding enough words to share just what you mean to me." Singleton was 51. Jonathan Aries, Sacha Dhawan, Nathan Stewart Jarrett, Catherine Shield, Youssef Kerkour, and Clive Russell have joined the cast of Netflix BBC series Dracula. Claes Bang is on board to play the titular vampire in the 3-part drama. Johnny Campbell, Damon Thomas, and Paul McGowan are each directing an episode in Slovakia and England. Sherlock's creators Mark Gatiss and Steve Moffat wrote and produced Dracula, which was inspired by Bram Stoker's Gothic novel. It will maintain the original work's 19th century setting. Gatiss said in a press release that some scenes are being filmed at Bray Studios, the former home of Hammer Films, a production company that specialized in sci-fi and horror movies from the 1950s to the 1970s. Gatiss said in his statement, "This wonderfully atmospheric and legendary studio gave birth to so many famous monsters and stars, most memorably Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee. As we watch Transylvania once again rise on the sound stages of Bray, it's amazing to be able to say that Count Dracula has finally come home." The project was first announced in November. CBS All Access announced Monday it has renewed its anthology series, The Twilight Zone, for a second season. Outscoring Get Out filmmaker Jordan Peele hosts and produced the sci-fi and horror anthology series. Season 1 is now available on the streaming service. Among the guest stars who have appeared in the eerie standalone stories are Chris O'Dowd, Stephen Yang, Taissa Farmiga, Betty Grable, John Cho, Seth Rogen, and Zazie Beetz. Julie McNamara, the executive vice president of original content at CBS All Access, said in a statement, "Jordan Peele and Simon Kinberg's reimagining of The Twilight Zone is off to an amazing start on CBS All Access, driving the most viewers at its premiere date for an original series to date." McNamara added, "Jordan, Simon, the creative team, and cast have done a phenomenal job translating the series' legacy of socially conscious storytelling for modern-day audiences. They're master storytellers, and we look forward to bringing fans further into the Twilight Zone with the second season." The original version of the Twilight Zone aired from 1959 to 1964. Kourtney Kardashian says on the Ellen DeGeneres show Monday that her sister Khloe is focusing on her 1-year-old daughter True after her split from NBA star Tristan Thompson. Kourtney Kardashian confirmed to DeGeneres that Khloe Kardashian and Thompson have split following his cheating scandal from February. Thompson is True's father. Kourtney Kardashian said of her sister, "I know that she's very strong and I just feel like she's in a really good place." She says, "I know what it's like to want to make your family stay together because I've worked really hard at that for many years," referencing to her history with Scott Disick, whom she shares 3 children, 9-year-old Mason, 6-year-old Penelope, and 4-year-old Rain. Kourtney Kardashian said she's the best mom to her daughter, and that's where all her energy is going. Kourtney Kardashian also played a game of Who'd You Rather on Ellen, where she asked which male celebrity she would want to end up with. She chose John Mayer over Post Malone and stayed with the singer over Trevor Noah, Shawn Mendes, Lewis Hamilton, Zac Efron, and Michael B. Jordan. She was allowed to pick between Mayer and Leonardo DiCaprio in the final round. Spotify said Monday it has surpassed the 100 million user mark for its premium subscription service, becoming the first digital music service to do so. Spotify Premium has more than tripled its subscriber base since the first quarter of 2016, when it had 30 million users, the company said. By contrast, Apple Music has 50 million subscribers worldwide, but 28 million in the United States compared to 26 million for Spotify. Counting free subscribers, Spotify says it has 217 million monthly active users worldwide. Despite the user growth, Spotify reported a loss of $158 million the first 3 months of the year. Spotify says it's in its earnings call Monday, it's working to develop better, quote, targeting, measurement, and reporting capabilities that would allow a podcast producer to put certain ads in content that will target the specific users. The streaming service recently acquired Gimlet Media, Anchor, and Parcast. It offers 250,000 different podcasting titles. The company has also launched in India, where it has 2 million users. The Woodstock 50 Music and Arts Fair has been canceled, according to investor Dentsu Aegis Network. However, organizers say the August event is still on. Woodstock 50, which would have celebrated the 50th anniversary of the original Woodstock that took place in 1969, was to feature musical acts such as Jay-Z, Miley Cyrus, and the Killers. Santana, Dead and Company, Chance the Rapper, the Black Keys, Sturgill Simpson, Imagine Dragons, Halsey, Cage the Elephant, Janelle Monáe, Common, Portugal the Man, Vince Staples, and many more were to schedule to perform in Watkins Glen, New York from April 16th to the 18th. Dentsu Aegis Network said in a statement, it is a dream for agencies to work with iconic brands and to be associated with meaningful movements. We have a strong history of producing experiences that bring people together around common interests and causes, which is why we choose to be a part of the Woodstock 50th Anniversary Festival. And despite our tremendous investments of time, effort, and commitment, we don't believe the production of the festival can be executed as an event worthy of the Woodstock brand name, while also ensuring the health and safety of the artists, partners, and attendees. As a result, after careful consideration, Dentsu Aegis Network, Amplify Live, a partner of Woodstock, has decided to cancel the festival. As difficult as it is, we believe that this is the most prudent decision for all parties involved. Organizers responded to Dentsu Aegis' network statement through a representative. They told USA Today, Woodstock 50 vehemently denies the festival's cancellation and legal remedy will be sought. Woodstock 50 is being produced under a license from Woodstock Ventures, a company founded by original Woodstock producers Michael Lang, Joe Rosenman, and the late John Roberts. Artie Cornfield, another original producer, is set to rejoin the team. Woodstock 50 was the first announced in March. Tickets for the festival never went on sale. A planned Earth Day ticket sale event was postponed over reported permit issues. Ozzy Osbourne announced on Monday the new UK and European concert dates for his delayed No More Tour 2 series. Osbourne had recently postponed the tour after he injured himself by falling at his home in Los Angeles. Will be performing January 31st, 2020 at the Motorpoint Arena in Nottingham, England, before wrapping things up on March 16, 2020 at the Halda Stadium in Zurich, Switzerland. The rock legend will also be making stops in Dublin, Manchester, Newcastle, London, Glasgow, and Birmingham before moving on to Germany, Finland, Sweden, Austria, the Czech Republic, and Italy. Osbourne said in a statement, "I'm really looking forward to getting back to Europe for these shows. Thank you to all the fans for sticking with me and waiting for the new date to be announced. I can't wait to see you all next year." Osbourne injured himself during a bout of pneumonia, which led to a number of tour dates being canceled in February. He was diagnosed with pneumonia after being hospitalized for complications with the flu. Osbourne will begin his North American set of shows on May 27, 2020 at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta before ending July 31st, 2020 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Bryan Adams and Billy Idol announced they will be playing together in 8 concerts in August. The tour kicks off August 1st at the Bank of New Hampshire Pavilion in Gifford, New Hampshire, and ends on August 12th at the Jiffy Lube Live in Bristol, Virginia. Other stops include Uncasville, Connecticut, Montauk, Secaucus, and the Darien Center in New York, Clarkston, Michigan, and Holmdel, New Jersey. Tickets go on sale for the general public starting at 10 a.m. May 3rd through Live Nation. Adams began his solo North American tour May 4th at the Charlotte Metro Credit Union Amphitheater in Charlottesville, North Carolina. The tour, which also includes a second leg that begins on August 2nd at Darling's West Waterfront Pavilion in Bangor, Maine, in support of his 14th studio album, Shine a Light. Taylor Swift's music video for Me, featuring Panic at the Disco frontman Brendan Urie, has set a Vivo record, earning 65 million views online in 24 hours. The video took the top spot for Ariana Grande's Thank You Next, which earned 59 million views in its first 24 hours when it was released in November. Vivo announced on Sunday. Vivo's top 5 lists for most views in 24 hours also includes Swift's Look What You Made Me Do at number 3 with 43.3 million views, and Bad Blood at number 5 with 20 million views. Adele's Hello takes up fourth place with 20 million videos. The clip for Me, released on Friday, features the pop star Yuri dancing through a pastoral color fantasy world together. The single is set to appear on Swift's Untitled and upcoming 7th studio album. The last album, titled Reputation, was released in November of 2014. Swift and Yuri are set to open at the 2019 Billboard Music Awards with the performance of Me on Wednesday. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, April 30th, 2019, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.